I'm Christy Tobolsky, and I am the Public Relations Manager at the Bennion Center, which is the community service and civic engagement branch of the university. I just think working with nonprofits and other organizations that are trying to just educate people on the simple ways they can change their life or be involved, you know, even outside of environmental stuff, like, you know, you take 2-3 hours of your month and you can make a big impact on someone else's life just going out and getting involved. I think it's a really cool place too because there's just so much diversity. We have students from all walks of life, you know, international, local, out of state, and they're all just so passionate that once you start working here, it's really hard to leave because you're just like inspired every day. You know, even if you're not having the best day, you have the student come in, it's just like, I had the biggest epiphany, like, you know, it's this great moment, and so it's definitely a cool place to work.
My name's Samuel Passy, and I'm a junior at the University of Utah. I was born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm the director of an ESL program in West Salt Lake, helping teach English to low-income adults.
I'm Kelsey. I'm a junior here at the U. With the Bennion Center, I'm on the Service Learning Scholars Leadership Team and also on Service Council. I volunteer for Vista Care Hospice, Treasure Mountain International School with the special ed program, and I think I'm about to volunteer with Planned Parenthood.
I'm Kelsey also. I'm a senior. I was born and raised in Wisconsin, and I am the volunteer student vice president of the Bennion Center.
My name is Gina Russo, and I just moved here about 2 weeks ago from Costa Rica, where I lived for 11 years working in service. And I'm the student programs manager and assistant director of the Bennion Center.
I'm Katie Smith. I'm a sophomore. I co-lead Kids Book Club at the Road Home. It's a homeless shelter, and our program is to get kids excited about reading. So.
I'm Drew Thompson. I'm a sophomore here at the U, and I was born and raised in Utah, and I'm the Science and Environment Coordinator for a program called SPACE, which stands for Service Politics and Civic Engagement, and I'm also a Service Learning Scholar at the Bennion Center.
Just because it's such a big school, so to be involved in a small group like this is a great way to meet new people, as well as do something that I already wanted to.
I came into the Bennion Center wanting to make the world more equal, and then the people of the Bennion Center kept me here because it's such a great environment. This is what I want to do with my life. I'm really interested in international development, and I've done some international volunteer work, and so this is exactly what I want to be doing for the rest of my life. So it's not only doing good in the world, but it's giving me career experience.
I want to go to Doctors Without Borders and save babies in Africa, so we're getting.
I'm Linda Dunn, and I'm lucky enough to be the director of the Bennion Center, and I've just been here a short amount of time as the director, but I've worn a lot of different hats with this organization. As a board member, I've worked a statewide affiliation. I was not a student because the center is just 20 years old, but I was a student on this campus and pretty engaged in community issues. So it's been fun to come kind of full circle and now be in a role to kind of take the good energy that's here and try to keep it going and create a little vision for the future. There are students with a lot of passion, but there's a lot of community members that have a lot of passion, and I think the real opportunity is just to take passion and connect it together. And you know, you love the student energy here is wonderful because it's alive and well, and we are not a clearinghouse, so I would say it's what makes me want to work here. And the reason that it works this way is that we're not a clearinghouse where we are just plugging students into wonderful opportunities, because that way they'd come in and go and we'd never see them. But instead we're a leadership development center where our students come and stay and belong and really run the place, because we're in the business really of developing future leaders. Lowell Bennion was a humanitarian that touched a lot of lives, and he was really unique because he was an academic, had his PhD, was very bright, taught on campus, but he also was the first person to know people that by name that were homeless and know widows and know needs and really plug people in.
My name is June Hyatt, and we are in the Lowell Bennion Community Service Center at the University of Utah. And my role in this organization is to help coordinate for our programs that deal with social justice issues and helping to work through these issues in the community. So hunger and homelessness and poverty and those types of things. I grew up below the poverty level. I had a single mother, and we lived on welfare and didn't have a lot of resources, and went to public school, and the same clothes I'd been wearing all year and didn't have a lot of the luxuries that some kids that we see have, you know, and really had to find a way to make do with that. So we started volunteering in the food banks to help people who also didn't have food because, you know, we don't have, other people don't have, and it's good to see that I was able to grow out of that, go to college and make something of that and provide to students so that they could do the same, and kids, and really just because I didn't have it, you know, I want someone else to have the same opportunities that I had. So being a part of giving them that is really amazing. My freshman year, I found out about the Bennion Center through an organization called the Campus AIDS Project, which worked to inform students about HIV/AIDS and other STIs that are going on in the community and things we need to be aware of, and helping students to be aware of the stigma surrounding these issues and how to protect ourselves. So through that, I volunteered my first year, and then I directed that program. So I worked with the Utah AIDS Foundation, and then just natural order of moving up, I applied for social justice coordinator, and here I am. There's always something to do or something to read or someone to talk to about something that matters, and that's what's so contagious about this, because I can sit on my laptop in a common area and be on Facebook or do something totally mindless, but when I can sit in here and have a discussion with someone that means something to them, or talk about poverty, or talk about, you know, gay rights or anything, when we can have those discussions in a space where we feel safe to have those discussions, that means the world, especially at a time when we're all trying to figure it out. So this place really provides the opportunity for students to feel comfortable and to explore everything. The best part about it is just knowing that we are making a difference. I love being here, I love this center, I love this space, and I love everything it stands for. And it really is nice to find an outlet in the community where you can make a change, where you can do good, and really just kind of be who you are. To kind of carry on this idea that one person can make a difference and that we can continue to make our communities better, even when there aren't governments or lots of money to help us. We can do it on our own and make it better for the people who are going to come after us. I want to make a difference. So I want to make a change, and I want it to be an everlasting change.